It is possible to outline at least some of the dynamics that shape humans and define their relationships with the outside world. The representation shown here has three different levels, from the depths of archetypes going through the unconscious to the superficial awareness. Each day, for most of the time, people are driven by the unconscious to conduct their activities, from morning routines until bedtime. These actions are carried out automatically by the unconscious. Common examples are commuting to work and driving the car, reaching the known destination without even noticing the journey. Habits are performed in background, but the unconscious dominates everything involving repetition. From training to abstract skills, repeated executions make these actions automatic because constant repetition shapes the unconscious regardless of our will. And this also relates to informations. Everything heard enough times becomes ingrained as unconscious beliefs. Unconscious is not accessible. We can't see our skills, habits, or beliefs. They are out of our control and we don't notice how they work. The unconscious, thus shaped, strongly affects the conscious component. Our action and thoughts always has a deeper unconscious determining our awareness and will through our paradigms. It doesn't matter if something is believed true because of facts or by repetitions. Both cases, it becomes part of our convictions without any possibility of distinguishing the two. If for many years they keep telling you that quantum mechanics is true, it becomes your belief no matter its origin. You can't tell the difference, and unconscious is inaccessible. So you can have reality screaming under your eyes without you even noticing the mistakes. Repetition reinforces beliefs, and biases are interiorized. Once you are convinced of quantum mechanics, you support quantum mechanics a priori. Facts and logic no longer matter. Cognitive bias is an active process which impairs reasoning. It's based on one's already settled beliefs. Therefore, our thinking drifts to preserve convictions. The unconscious works as an autonomous background filter that precedes awareness and affects thinking. Usually the conscious part is weaker and it favors the unconscious, so that is necessary a strong act of will to overcome paradigms and cognitive biases because we don't want our convictions to be questioned. And there is social pressure with conformism too. There can also be rough examples that should help understand some physical dynamics, but generation after generation, a repeated false equivalence can strengthen to the point of becoming misunderstanding. Part of our paradigms can identify through our results. What we do and do not allows us to determine the underlying unconscious. Within science, it is possible to mitigate at least some of the biases by applying the method. As examples, agreement is not evidence of truth, while quantum mechanics is nothing more than inference passed off as proof, counterfeiting determinism with its own math. And only when an effect occurs, it is worth of acknowledgement, while quantum mechanics invents some physical effects to give meaning to its math. It's like saying this is a quantum car that runs on quantum fuel. I can see the inside, so in place of classical explanation, I can create some math that tunnel fuels to the wheels and move the car. This math is unphysical, but it can't be experimentally discerned from determinism, and it's undisprovable. Since math agrees with observations, the counterfeiting of classical physics is interpreted as a new quantum effect. This model violates physics with no facts or proofs supporting it. It doesn't follow the scientific method, so it cannot be considered an acceptable physical model. Best case scenario, with quantum mechanics we have math about something physical, without explanation and without understanding. This situation will never improve. It doesn't matter how big is your collider, because quantum mechanics is unphysical since its foundations.